Hello YouTube, Mr. Beam is here with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this fillet weld as a 2D detail item. So previously, we created this family as a repeating detail components, and you can find the link in this corner. But this time, I'm going to create it as a 2D detail item for good reason. So the reason is, if I use this family, which shows with a gray line, so I'm going to type CS, and I'm going to pick this line and hitting the space to change its orientation, and picking this line, I'm clicking on escape. So you can see that this gray line is actually sticking out. So at some point we may fix it a little bit, but it just may be more cleaner to use a field region and pattern. I will show you how to do it later, but I just wanted to tell you that different companies use different methods. So both of them are pretty correct. There is no issue and problem with them. Probably nobody will even say or any complaint about why this line is sticking out, but it's just a preference. So by learning how to create these two type of families, you just will have some flexibility to work. So I'm going to delete this one just to mention this is actually a detail item, but exactly its size, the way it's working is exactly the same as a repeating detail item. So it's like we can create these welds in 3 different methods. One method is like this, having just one line, array, and as a detail item line based, or just creating one line and then turn it to the repeating detail component, or like this one as a field region. So as you can see, the last line is just up to this, so it's perfectly matched with this line, so it's not sticking out. So please let me know in the comment section that if there is another method to creating this weld. So I'm going to delete this one. Let's get started. So let's go to the file. Let's go to the new and the family, the English folder. Let's look for metric detail item line based. I'm going to open it. Great. So we have to create a field region here, the field region. I'm going to open it. Let's choose. So we have to create actually a new pattern, but for now I'm just going to create a rectangular from picking this point and picking that point. I have to lock this line and lock this line to these two reference planes. I'm going to click on finish edit mode, and this is our pattern. If I click on this reference point and trying to move it, it will move with it. Just one thing, we want to just fix the size of this weld. Let's go to the edit boundary. I'm clicking on this line. It will show me the dimension. Let's change this one to 7 and clicking on hitting the enter. And also let's finish edit mode for now. Also we have to move this one to around 300 millimeter or something like that. That's 250, that's okay. I just want to see easier. So let's click on thin lines and we can see this weld easier. So one thing we forgot, we have to also make the boundary invisible. So I'm going just to hover this line, hit the tab key, and it will select all the 4 lines, then click on the left click and then change the subcategory to invisible lines, then finish edit mode. Cool. So now we have to just change this pattern. So I'm going to edit type and let's duplicate this one. Let's call it CFW Weld and clicking on OK. Let's change this one to diagonal down, but we have to actually duplicate that field pattern, and let's call it CFW Weld. So that's its name, its type, parallel lines, line angle is that one, line spacing, let's say for now 5mm. I'm going to just click on OK and click on OK and click on OK. So let's test this family. I'm going to save it. Let's call it CFW Weld underline Mr. Beam underline 2D line based family. I'm going to just have maximum 1 recovery file. Let's save. Then let's load it to the project. So let's test it in this area. So as you can see, first of all, its masking is on. We don't want a masking because we can see, still we can see these 2 lines. The spacing is just too much. I'm going to just change it to 1mm. Let's edit the family again. I'm going to click on this field region. Let's go to the edit type. Let's uncheck the masking. Let's go to the foreground field pattern. Let's go to the edit field pattern and let's change this line spacing to 1mm, and let's click on OK, 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 and load it to the project. We want to save it, yes, save it, yes, and let's override the existing version. And for now, as you can see, it's lost its masking, but the spacing is not fixed. So as you can see, the spacing for this line is just too big, and I'm going to modify it. So we have to select on it, go to the edit family. Let's select the field region, then go to the edit type. Let's also change the name of this field pattern to CFW Weld Mr. Beam. I'm clicking on OK. Let's go, and the masking is off. Let's go to the field pattern and let's modify this this field pattern, and let's name it CFW Weld Mr. Beam. And this spacing should be half. Let's click on OK, 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 and you can see that the lines are denser. And let's load it to the family. Clicking yes. Let's override it. And as you can see that the spacing is 5mm, I'm going to just switch off the thin lines. And I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to select this one, typing CS for creating similar, and we have a new family for our weld. So now the line is not sticking out. If you want to change its color, you can do it, and it's much cleaner family. So it should be actually up to here. So it's clean and neat. This is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching.